Good morning. It's good to be with you on this Friday morning as we continue in a brief little 2 day sojourn into the book of Psalms. Monday morning, we'll start our time in James together, but I figured it would be fun just between ending of Galatians and starting of James to look at a couple of my favorite Psalms. So today we're going to look at Psalm 31. It's a bit longer. It's another one of David's Psalms. So let's read Psalm 31 together now. In you, O Lord, I seek refuge. Do not let me ever be put to shame. In your righteousness, deliver me. Incline your ear, rescue me speedily. Be a rock of refuge for me, a strong fortress to save me. You are indeed my rock and my fortress. For your name's sake, lead me and guide me. Take me out of the net that is hidden for me. For you are my refuge. Into your hand I commit my spirit. You have redeemed me, O Lord, my faithful God. You hate those who pay regard to worthless idols, but I trust in the Lord. I will exalt and rejoice in your steadfast love, because you have seen my affliction. You have taken heed of my adversaries, and have not delivered me into the hand of the enemy. You have set my feet in a broad place. Be gracious to me, O Lord, for I am in distress. My eye wastes away from grief, my soul and my body also. For my life is spent with sorrows, and my years with sighing. My strength fails because of misery, and my bones might waste away. I am the scorn of all my adversaries, a horror to my neighbors, an object of dread to my acquaintances. Those who see me in the street flee from me. I have passed out of mind like one who is dead. I have become like a broken vessel, for I hear the whispering of many, terror all around. They scheme together against me. They plot to take my life. But I trust in you, O Lord. I say, you are my God. My times are in your hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies and of persecutors. Let your face shine upon your servant. Save me in your steadfast love. Do not let me be put to shame, O Lord, for I call on you. Let the wicked be put to shame. Let them go dumbfounded to Sheol. Let the lying lips be stilled, and the righteous they that speak insolently against the righteous with pride and contempt. How abundant is your goodness that you have laid up for those who fear you, and accomplished for those that take refuge in you in the sight of everyone. In the shelter of your presence hide them from human plots. You hold them safe under the shelter from contentious tongues. Blessed be the Lord, for he has wondrously shown his steadfast love to me. When I was beset as a city under siege, I have said in my alarm, I have driven far from my sight. But you heard my supplications when I cried out for help. Love the Lord, all his saints. The Lord preserves the faithful, but abundantly repays the one who acts haughtily. Be strong. Let your heart take courage, all who wait upon the Lord. This is one of David's Psalms that is entitled A Prayer of Deliverance from his enemies. And I think this is a really good, wonderful psalm to reflect upon in life. I love that the Psalms have this. Um, they're honest. That's one of my, I think that's one of the reasons why I return to the Psalms so often in my life is their honesty. They are just honest. They speak to. We've all felt this, haven't we? We've all felt like our life is spent with sorrow. We've at times felt like the scorn of our adversaries. So we feel like those people flee from us in the streets. David's life was a life of great victories. You look at the victories he achieved in Israel. You look at the victories he achieved over Goliath. You look at all that David has accomplished and all that David did, and you see great victories in David's life. However, you also see great defeats. He ran from Saul for a while. He had to flee Jerusalem because his son Absalom was going to kill him. Um, he committed great sin. David's life is a reflection of what we tend to all experience in our life in different ways. And I think that's why the Psalms are so wonderful because they give us insight into the range of human emotions. In fact, this psalm, the psalm goes to that, doesn't it? The psalm starts off by saying, "Hey, deliver me, God. Be my refuge, be my strong fortress. You are indeed are my refuge and my strong fortress. You take me out of the net hidden for me. You pay back those who have rejoiced in evil, those who worship idols. You pay them back. But be gracious to me, for I am in need, O God. My life is difficult. I have become mocked and despised by all, but I trust in you. But I trust in you. I said, You're my God. Save me. You are a good God. You save those. You save your people. And that's why I think, I think this psalm is really summed up in verse 23. Love the Lord, all you saints, all of his saints. The Lord preserves the faithful, but abundantly repays those who act haughtily. Be strong, let your hearts take courage, all who wait for the Lord. I think that's the ultimate word of encouragement from this psalm is that God preserves his people. God preserves the faithful. God takes care of those who love him and who he loves. And that's, like I said, a great word of encouragement in this psalm that is full of realistic concerns. Once again, that's why I love the psalm so much because how often have we looked at our life and said, Lord, I just don't know. If you haven't felt that way, you have lived a blessed life. If you have not at some point in your life said to yourself, Lord, I don't know what we're going to do here. I don't know how we're going to get out of this. Lord, I don't know how we're going to fix this. If you have not at some point in your life said that or thought that, then my friends, you have lived an incredibly blessed life to have not had to have had that experience. But most of us at some point in our life have had troubles that were like, I don't know what we're going to do, Lord. I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know how we're going to fix this. I don't know how we're going to solve this, Lord. I don't understand. We've all been there. And David is there now. And so what's great about this psalm is that David says, Lord, it's bad. It's bad. But you have wondrously shown me your steadfast love. You have, in my alarm, I have said, I have driven far from your sight. But you heard my supplications. You heard when I cried out. And I think that's what this is a great word for us in difficult times. I think in difficult times, it's important for us, A, to be able to give voice to what it is we're feeling, experiencing, or having happen to us. We need to give voice to it to God. There's an entire book of the Bible called Lamentations. There's an entire book of the Bible that's purpose is to speak about the pain we experience, the suffering we experience, the hurt. There's an entire book dedicated to that. So give voice to your hurt to God. Cry out to God. Cry out to God from these things. He hears you. He cares you. So cry out to God. But secondly, B, remember that he's in the times he's heard our supplications. You're still standing, friends. No matter what you've gone through, no matter what you've experienced, no matter what's happened, you're still here. If you're watching this video or listening to this podcast, you're breathing God's air today. You're here. You've made another day. Don't forget that. Don't take that for granted. Don't act like that's not a big deal. You've made it. Remember God's goodness. Remember God's goodness in your life. Remember God's goodness in your family. Remember God's goodness in your care. You're still here. That's why this is such a great psalm. So I think it does those two things for us. It helps us know that we can and we should give voice to God about the reality of the situation we're facing. Our grief, our hurt, our pain, our fear, our doubt, our all. We can give voice to God for that. But it calls us to remember over and over and over again that He's never left us, nor will He ever leave us, that He is with us. So, once again, the Psalms are a great place for us to spend time. So, in your life, in your faith, in your journey, if there's days when you don't know where to go, turn to a Psalm. I guarantee you'll find something there. So, hey, thanks for being with us. Have a great weekend. And I look forward to being with you next Monday as we start in James together. Have a great day.